Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy, AYT and hunGRYninJAZ. Bringing you another deck profile. After a year and some months, Fable are retired. They're done. I'm done playing with them. I'm bored with them. It's not that it's a bad deck. It's a great deck. It's a trolley deck. I love the deck, but I've been playing the same deck for over a year, and I'm tired of playing with that same deck. So I made a new deck. I decided not to fall too far away, let the apple drop too far away from the tree. So I went with a deck that's similar to Fable, Dark World. Now I'm a bit surprised because I'm black as hell in a way. Most of the people in Albany, Georgia know this anyway, but that's beside the point. Now this black MFer is running Dark World. And I'll just get right into the deck. It's not much. I'm missing Fable Raven. And that's about it. As you know, the last YCS, they 3 Dark World decks top, many different ways. But the best one I like, and it made it the furthest, was freaking a Tour Guideless Dark World deck, which I'm running as well. But that ought to stick it to the rest of this meta and a bunch of other dumb behinds, especially on Hojo, that this little bitch is not needed for every deck. This little bitch is not needed for this deck. Alright, now, mind you, I'm not saying it's a bad card. It's pretty good. But you do not have to have that dang card to be successful. So, moving on. First, I start off with 3 Grapha, Dragon Lord of Dark World. When you can, it's like a mini, I don't know what's a monster you can compare this to. I guess you can compare it to Machina Fortress and Hyperion in the fact that it's a easy special summon boss monster of the deck. You return the Dark World monster on your side of the field to your hand. You special summon him from the graveyard. When he's discarded from your hand, you blow something up by card effect. When it's discarded by card effect, you blow something up on your opponent's side of the field. And if your opponent is dumb enough to actually discard cards from your hand, you get to look at one random card in their hand, and if it's a monster, you summon it to your side of the field. Alright, Snow, your main searcher, your main roller, like Fable, that is another chick, even though this chick is very, very ugly. Medusa looking bit, but continue on. When she's discarded by card effect, you go search for any Dark World card. That means Grapha, Brow, Bron, whatever dark, even the Gates, Dark World, Dealings, Lightning, whatever you need, that's Dark World, you go grab it. And it happens to be discarded by your opponent, you go grab a level 4, wait a minute, let me see. When you target any monster in their graveyard, you special summon it and face up defense mode. Alright, 3 Brow Huntsman in the Dark World. Well, everybody should know this one. In case you don't, discard by card effect, draw a card. Discard by opposed card effect, draw another card. These 9 cards are basically a must for every Dark World deck built. You run 3 of these without question. As far as I know, I have yet to see anybody not run 3. So, yeah. Alright, moving on. I play 1 silver. Most people already know its first effect, but I will go to those that don't know the second effect. When it's discarded by opponent's card effect, now you take 2 cards out of their hand and put them at the bottom of their deck. That is evil. Yeah, it's very evil. I'm trying out Braun. Braun was not part of my original build, but I'm putting it in here, and if I had to take my comparison to it with Fable, Braun is the sniper. Now inflict battle damage, discard a card. I can discard a card. I don't have to, but I can. And of course I will discard a Dark World monster and get its effect. I decided to try it because when you put Gates out on the field, it only feels a 2100 attack on B-Stick, and then makes it a target for deck devastation virus. I have 2 beige, I just like 2. 3 isn't bad, I just like 2, cause I think 3 maybe overkill. So I just run 2. Singing for obvious reasons and singing for Morphin Jar. Most people don't like Morphin Jar, I love Morphin Jar. And like I said, if I had Raven, I'd be running it, but I don't have Raven. Spells, you have Monster Born, Dark Hole. I run 2 Pod Duality because Duality hurts this deck almost none, because unlike my Able deck, I do not have to special summon every turn. My main moves don't have to involve me special summon. I can just special summon and not kill. Or I can wait. I can not special summon a turn, not care early, and it speeds up the deck to an extent. Because now I can just pick 1 card out of 3 and shuffle the other ones and cleanse the deck out of it. Alright, moving on. 3 gates. The Gates of Dark World. For those that don't know, banish a feed time monster in the grave. Discard a feed time monster, draw a card. Then his first effect, all feed type monsters gain 300 attack and defense, make it graphic 3000, make it bronze 21, make it snow 2000, making beige 19. And is the main this is the main discard engine of this deck. 3 drag down into the grave, amazing, great, perfect card for Dark World. If you peek at your opponent's hand, both look at each other's hands, take, then you draw a card, and that combos really well Mind Crush, because then you know what's in their hand, you just get out, right? And if you have nothing but Dark World in your hand, your opponent's forced to discard your Dark World monster and give you its effect. I run 1 Dark World Lightning, 1 Dark World Dealings. My original build had 2 of each. I dropped down to 1 because they're not as needed as I thought they were. And I wanted to make room for a couple of trap techs I have in the main deck. So yeah. Alright, and to finish off the spells, card destruction, which is so very broken. Dark World, and ask your opponent open. And the Foolish Burial, just to get Grapha in the grave quicker, or if you need a theme for the gates. You got now for the trap lineup. You got your Dark Small, only run 1, you got want to run 2. Now the reason why it can be dead sometimes is because if your hand has no themes in it, and it's just sitting there on the field, or let me put it back. Or your opponent, there are times where your opponent doesn't have cards in the graveyard because they removed them all or something like that. So it would just be sitting out there. I'm teching Dark Deal because you can pay 1000 whenever your opponent activates a spell, normal spell, and it becomes your opponent discards 1 card, being me. So I would drop any Dark World monster and get both of their effects. Yeah. Dirty card, and just in case, stops Monster Reborn, and they try to do some stops Dark Hole, stops other stuff in mirror matches, and stops Dark World and stuff, because Dark World play a lot of normal traps, normal spells. One Dark Deck Devastation Virus, for obvious reasons, you don't know why, read the card. 2 Bombs Trap Hole, which is basic standard for most decks, especially for mine. 2 Mind Crush, and the Trap Dust Shoots. Obvious, this deck controls your opponent's hand so much it doesn't matter what they do, it's just freaking awesome. I like that. And then the Solemn Brigade, and that's it for the main deck. Now I just have an extra deck for show right now until I have a Raven. I actually do some of these 2 out, Utopia and Leviathan. In tournaments, I borrow my friend's Leviair. So then for synchros, just to run through Colossal, Thought Ruler, Stardust, Black Rose, Ancient Sacred Weapon, Gaia Knight, Force of Earth, Reenact, TG Hyper Librarian, and Catastrophe. Anyway, that's the deck. I'm working on getting Raven, I'm working on getting Dark Island, but that's it. I'm out. Peace.